The Tata Sierra is back, but underneath that iconic nameplate, it's been completely reinvented as a heavily digitized electric vehicle. Figuring out exactly what you're buying, though, is surprisingly difficult. Tata has moved away from traditional trim levels, placing the crucial mechanical hardware inside abstract, lifestyle-branded persona packages. Take a look at this comparison matrix. We've plotted out the 6 different personas on the left, up against the 2 battery sizes and 2 drivetrains on the bottom. It gets complicated fast. Notice how features like Air Console Gaming or the ADAS Safety Suite are distributed. Because these aren't standalone options, you must buy into specific persona bundles, often paying for a software suite just to get the battery or motor you actually want. We are going to decode this lineup. We'll strip away the marketing labels to find the exact configuration where your investment yields the highest practical return. Buying a Sierra EV comes down to a strict financial trade-off. You have to balance robust mechanical hardware against software-defined conveniences. Your most important decision is foundational hardware. As this decision tree shows, you start by choosing between a 63 or 75 kilowatt-hour battery. Following the left path, the 63 kilowatt-hour pack gives you a lower entry cost and slightly lighter vehicle. However, this choice permanently restricts you to a 140 horsepower motor, leaving a smaller range buffer for highway trips. If you take the path on the right, upgrading to the 75 kilowatt-hour architecture unlocks the significantly more powerful 238 horsepower motor. Keep your charging expectations realistic here. Paying for the bigger battery does not buy you faster charging speeds. Both packs take roughly 25 minutes to get from 20 to 80% on a high-speed DC charger. The final hardware jump is the Empowered A all-wheel drive, which adds a high-performance induction motor to the front of the vehicle. This dual-motor system jumps torque from 315 to 504 Newton-meters. It adds 6 specialized terrain modes for surfaces like mud ruts or rock crawls. That extra motor adds weight. It demands maximum upfront cost and will cause a marginal hit to your overall range efficiency. Securing the right battery and motor combination dictates the fundamental capability of your vehicle. It is the single most vital choice to get right before looking at anything else. Moving down the decision tree to the software and utility layer, we find features like vehicle-to-load and vehicle-to-vehicle charging. In theory, these are highly useful. You can power heavy appliances at a remote campsite or share your charge to rescue a stranded EV. In practice, utilizing this tech requires carrying bulky, specific cables in the front trunk. The system is also programmed to automatically shut off as soon as your battery dips to 30%. Then there is the Advanced Driver Assistance tier, or ADAS Level 2+, which sits exclusively on the Empowered A trims. This 22-feature suite includes adaptive cruise control and lane centering, significantly reducing driving fatigue on long highway stretches. But the fine print makes it clear, these are strictly assists. They require constant driver vigilance and are highly prone to sensor interruption during heavy rain or bad weather. While power sharing and driving assists offer excellent utility, they are physical tools that require active management, not autonomous magic bullets. Finally, we look at the interior, where the higher trims attempt to turn the Sierra into a rolling smart device. Stepping up from the Adventure to the Empowered trim gets you a massive 31-centimeter Horizon View screen and 6-way powered memory seats. It also integrates the Arcade EV ecosystem, adding built-in gaming consoles and voice command commerce through DrivePay. Accessing these features places you within a screen-dependent ecosystem. To keep them functioning over the years, you will need to pay for active data subscriptions. Relying on integrated payments means trusting third-party software stability rather than just the car's native hardware. Over-investing in the cabin's digital living space means buying into a software subscription model, which tends to age much differently than traditional automotive parts. To make sense of the spec sheet, let's look at this 3-column scorecard and map the hardware and software to 3 distinct buyer profiles. First is the pragmatist. This is a buyer who wants family space, utilizing the 622-liter boot, and high EV efficiency without paying a premium for software bloat. The target here is the Adventure 75 kilowatt-hour model. You secure the big battery, the stronger 238 horsepower motor, and power sharing capability, while dodging the heavy cost of driving assists and oversized screens. Next is the tech optimizer. This buyer views the car as a connected device and prioritizes cutting-edge highway safety. For them, the empowered A 75 kilowatt-hour rear-wheel drive is the right fit. You get the massive screen, 540-degree cameras, and the full driver assist suite. But you save cash by skipping the all-wheel drive hardware you won't use in city traffic. Finally, we have the adventurer. This is someone who will actually tackle rough terrains or use the EV as a remote base camp. This buyer needs the Empowered A all-wheel drive trim. It is the only way to access the 504 Newton-meters of dual-motor torque and the specialized mud ruts and rock crawl modes. There is one final vital piece of fine print regarding long-term ownership, and it concerns the heavily advertised lifetime battery warranty. The lifetime warranty is strictly tied to the first registered private owner. If you resell the car, the battery coverage reverts to a standard warranty, which will significantly impact the vehicle's long-term resale value. Successfully navigating the Sierra EV lineup means looking past the lifestyle marketing. Ruthlessly select the exact hardware and software that matches the reality of your daily life.